Yo, yo, yo. Hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Where we're still trying to figure this out. I'm gonna redo this part, and we're gonna see if I end up with more XP. I find it very, very strange, because sometimes I end up with higher XP totals than others. I just don't get it. Also, we didn't click on this before undoing all the mines. So progress emergency field station, emergency lockdown in effect, constant commands, shutdown emergency field to exit ramp, failure warning, charges detected inside fuel lines. All charges must be removed from fuel lines. Looks like a series of charges have been placed inside the fuel lines so they can purposely be detected and lock down the force field in this area. You'll need to disarm or detonate them to deactivate the field. These charges were purposely set to be detectable. Looks like any mines you set won't be picked up by the facility sensors. What? Oh, great. Oh, great. Awesome. Just what I always wanted. Okay. Alright. We didn't go aggro. Good. Okay. XP sigh. Oh. Okay, we are also on difficult here. Yeah. Perception visor here. Alright. Perfect. Okay, cover this mine. XP. Oh no. Nope, everything's gone crazy. Okay, come on. No. Come on. No, everything's going crazy.
Just say the word.
Okay. We haven't killed another one out here, have we? Hi. Okay. What? So, you're telling me T3 just barreled into that mine for no reason? Is that what you're telling me right now? Because I feel that's what you're telling me right now. Okay. Okay. It's all fun. It's all part of the plan. Okay, looks like containers deliberately tossed here. Control circuit looks important. XP, please. Kill you as quickly as I can. Okay. Alright. I think I've killed the right amount here. I don't know. XP. Oh, me. Okay. No custom charges detected. Oh, also, these guys are now here. Okay. Okay. So maybe we don't kill anybody yet. Because that's not working out so well. Okay, recover. Yeah, we'll just do this initial batch here. Okay, grab that. And how much are we getting for recovering the mines here? 90 per. Okay. Wait. What? What? No, why is that happening? Why am I suddenly... Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But why was that a thing that was happening there? I do not like it. Am not a fan. 0 out of 10 stars. XP. Blah. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. That was very strange. Yeah. Okay, this time it does not seem to be happening, though. I might be able to take out EU real quick here. Okay, yeah, I'm too far away to spot. Okay. I think that worked out well. Okay, perfect. This whole section, I tell ya. I'm trying to min-max my XP, and this is what my life has become. Excuse me? Excuse me? They just launched a random grenade. Excuse me. But why? Why? Why you do this? What was the purpose? I don't understand what just occurred. Come on. Come on, man. I'm trying to get through this. We're trying to min-max our experience, and these guys just don't get it, man. XP haters. That's what these be. XP haters. weird shadow thing there. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, am I like failing the stealth check? Is that like what even is that? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't even think about it. Okay, you're not going to. What in the... I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't understand. I don't want to understand. What even is going on right now? What even? XP. What even, man? Like... Okay, you got it? Okay, what if we pause? Okay, pause. Okay, that seemed to do it. Okay. XP. Okay, should be able to take these guys down. Should be. Ow. Okay. XP. Yay. Yay. I think what we do is we kill one of these and then we scram. Right? Okay, let's... Okay, how much experience? Alright, level up. 2,800 needed, huh? Okay, 2225. Try to do this all just right. Okay. Surprise XP. Now, did you actually use your grenade? Should be getting grenades from everybody, right? Nope. Okay. What? My guy decided he wanted to go somewhere else. You, my friend. Surprise Part 2 XP. XP. Not to be confused with 2 times XP. Still see me. No, see, now I ended up with more than I wanted. What? It's not a surprise. Cool. No! These are words. Okay. And then let's just run over here real quick. Cool. And they're gonna all waste their explosives. Good. Then we won't be able to get any of that. No! Why are you running over there? Why? What are you doing? Okay, can we? No. I one-shotted it, and all I needed. What do we sit here? But why XP? Just go invisible, man. Okay. Did somebody throw a grenade? Sounds like somebody's throwing a grenade. Okay. Sweet. Alright, let's just... We're trying to get as close as we can. Alright. I'm just gonna test. There goes all the loot. All the loot's gone. That's fine. Okay. Alright, we're gonna test this. At this point, I do not care. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Yep, we're just seeing what we get. Yep, that's all we want is to see what kind of XP we'll have here. Two, 8, 3, 5, 2. Two, 8, 4, 5, 2. Yeah, this is immediately 5, 2, 7. Huh. No! They're using explosives. Stop. 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 I'm hearing explosions go off. But why, though? But why? Why are they tossing explosives? Hmm? Out of sight of that other stuff. Yes, I know. It's just some grenades. But they're my grenades. My loot. Mine. XP. My shinies. Well, that's shines, not shinies. XP. Huh? Really? guys drop their stuff. Excuse me? Oh my. For real. For real, real. For real, real. That's how it is, huh? For real. What? What? Huh? But why? Why is that happening? Hmm? There's like nobody there. How? Didn't want to do that, but oh, ha 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 ha. XP sad. Okay, well. Did I already loot this? Yeah, I did. XP mad. Alright. XP, whatevers. Okay, should be able to kill one of these. Yeah. It's been a whole thing here. Alright. I'm gonna split it here. I'm just gonna check some things. I'm wondering, did I get cheated out of a bunch of the grenades? Like, this all feels like a hot mess. So, yeah. I'll be right back on the flip side of the dark side. After all that chaos, all that frustration, all that everything. No, I ended up with the same amount. Guys, you coming? Come in here. Come on. Come on. Alright, you need to have some stuff on. You're gonna have 2 shock arms and an ion blaster here. I did all that chaos, all that frustration. For no reason. I also checked my grenades. I got the same amount of grenades. Same amount. We ended up with the same amounts of everything. The end of XP. Alright. So, after all that, 2, 8, 1, 2, wait. This doesn't look right. 2, 8, 1, 2, 7. Wait, hold on. What's going on? 2, 8, 5, 2, 7. Oh, we haven't. I haven't gone up top. Okay. I see. Wait, did I mess up? Now I'm confused. Is there only one left up here? What's... Okay. What have I done? I'm really confused now. Okay. Pretty sure we got this all done right. Everything's good. Everything's good here. Alright. For a second, I'm like, do I not get experience for things my allies kill? This was gonna shake my whole worldview. Yeah. My whole, like, everything would have been thrown off. Alright. Okay. Let's get the map here. There you go. There you go. There's the map. A. Okay. 527. It's what we ended up with before. I'm not sure why sometimes I was getting different numbers. I don't know. This is all chaos and frustration to me. Solo mode off, please. Okay. Ion blaster. Alright, everybody's reunited and it feels so good. Alright. I think we read that before. Okay. Squad reassembled. Alright. Alright, alright. Oh. So you might say, Rowan, you just replayed all that stuff for no reason. No. Forgot to check the emergency field station first. And also, I thought for sure we were getting different numbers. I wanted to prove it. Okay, access remote cameras. Fuel line deposit fuel and dock starships currently connected to Harbinger. Maintenance level. Entrance joint maintenance area. Joint maintenance area has been sealed by emergency lockdown. However, new programming has been introduced to keep it from opening even if the lockdown is canceled. There's no way shutdown field you can see from this terminal. It means anyone inside the facility is effectively cut off from the hangar bay. Call up system log. Within the past day, a series of explosions in the Progress mining facility has enacted emergency lockdown. Someone has sliced in the fuel depot. Computers create a phantom fuel leak, sealing off the aerial force field to contain the blast. Looks as if someone's been using lockdown to systematically isolate sections of the facility. I didn't get any XP for that. That's okay. Can't go this way. Force field cuts the fuel depot off from the hangar bay, but you don't see any way to open it or get around it. Okay. Well, I think it is time once again loot roll. Okay. Alright. I'll see you folks on the flip side of the dark side. See you there. And we're back. Okay. So, I've actually done a pre-loot roll here. So, loot 22. Here we go. Alright. Perfect. We'll deal with that in just a second here. We've got a lot of droids. Just a lot of droids. Okay. This is going well.
More where that came from.
Alright. Maybe we can lure that one out here. Okay. Well, we don't want to make too many save files here. Yeah. Lure. I was trying to combine lure and loot. Doesn't really work. It's not a viable mix. Alright. Let's try this again. Did I not? Okay, no, I did. Why are you meleeing? Also, I still have my stealth field generator on. Yeah, change that. The rest of this is fine.
Time to even the odds.
Alright. Easy peasy. Alright, our group's getting kind of massacred here. But we're okay. It's all fine. We took a little bit of a beating there, but... And droid parabolic guides is what I rolled here. You can't even equip it because it's droid upgrade class 3, but reflex and dexterity +2. These modifications tied directly into droid sensors provides multiple trajectory possibilities, solutions for munitions fired at the droid. So, yeah, unfortunate that I can't do anything with it right now. I also do want to point out, we can talk to T3 and do his upgrades, but I'm saving those right now because we're trying to min-max our experience. So we don't want to necessarily do it until we're really close to a level. Okay. Well, that went well. That went really well.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it.
What? The console?
Huh? What is that piece of junk saying?
He said he can open the door to the hangar. He just needs to access the hangar terminal up on the platform.
How can you even understand that noise?
I served with a lot of utility droids in the, well, many years ago.
Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
Alright. So, all these guys are dealt with. So, we've kept ourselves low level, so we can pick this lock for maximum experience here. Because I believe this is a low level lock, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Just just want to see here. Okay. Yeah, I believe this is a low-level lock. Speaking of low-level locks, it's been a hot minute since I played, forgive me. I want to go back and just double check here. This is the problem with me playing sporadically. Well, we need to heal anyway, so gives me a chance to heal up. I just want to make sure, did I actually get the stuff back here? Because it would just be my luck that I proceed thinking we did, then we didn't, then catastrophe, and then I'm replaying hours and hours trying to fix my silly mistakes. And I'm not really a fan of catastrophe. Yeah, we did. We did, right? Did? Pretty sure we did. No, we didn't. We didn't. We didn't come here. Okay, hold on though. Okay. Because what kind of experience do we get if I level here? Alright, let's pop that. So that's a 60. Alright. Auto level. Probably should have thought of this. See? See, I'm glad I went back and checked. Okay. 40. Okay. Yeah, and it would have been just my luck to miss this sweet upgrade. Yes, please. And it's got built-in immunity to critical hits? You don't say. You don't need to tempt me with a good time. And we got workbench here? I don't even know what I would do with this workbench right now. We might come back to that workbench before we leave this place. I need to deliberate, because I don't know how I want to use said workbench. See, I'm glad I backtracked. For some reason, I had it in my head that I already had all this stuff. So, yeah, that's right. I wanted to roll the loot before doing that. See? See? Rowan. Old Rowan here. He's using his noodle. Not just a hat rack, my friends, in the words of the great Joey Tribbiani from Friends. Not just a hat rack. Does far more. Slices and dices and makes julienne fries. Will not break, will not break. Yeah, it's kind of broke. Alright. Here, bay door. Need to open this door by slicing the hanger terminal on the platform above. What if I don't want it? Okay. And this is not a drill. Not a drill. And I think all these are low locks. Yep. Fantastic. See, if we had gotten all this before, we would have missed out on a ton. Just a ton. That would have been unacceptable. See, look at all these. This is a rich cache of sweet loots. Utility droid looks as if it suffered irreparable damage. Well, you know. Sorry. Sorry for you, bud. Some sweet computer spikes there. Yep. Alright. Feeling good. The only problem is we already set a lot of the enemies in the area, so we can't like re-roll them for different loot, but you know. Such is life. Droid lockout bypass. Okay. Hello there. Look at all this extra XP we've leached. Okay. Now, I do want to see where we stand as far as next level. We're very far away. We are exceedingly far. Okay. As you do, I suppose, as you do. Okay. Well, let's save here. Hangar control. Progress hangar control main console commands. Access hangar logs. Access docking and takeoff procedures. All incoming outgoing freighters need orbital drift charts transmitted from Progress in order to navigate the asteroid field surrounding the mining colony. Without it, any vessel entering or leaving Progress is in danger of being destroyed in the asteroid field. Transmit the orbital drift charts to the MNOC Navicomputer. Download error. Access denied. MNOC Navicomputer locked. You can't download the charts to the MNOC because someone's encrypted the Navicomputer. You need to find a way to get them on the MNOC when you're ready for the takeoff. Okay. I don't think we looked at any of this stuff before.
And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
Maintenance violation.
Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the Navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
Nav computer locked.
Regardless, still no luck accessing the Navicomputer. It's been voice locked. Maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the Navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their Navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Okay, access document takeoff procedure. Okay, yeah. Access remote camera controls. Hangar 25. Main cargo hold. Security cargo room. Decontamination area. Access comm system. Communication system damage. Inoperative. Run diagnostic and damage systems. Diagnostic running. Signal unit destroyed. Comm system from hangar. Inoperative. Looks as if the communication system was purposely burned out with mining laser. Even if you had the parts, you don't think you could contact the administration level from this computer. We got a little bit of experience there. Which is why I waited to do all this. Access hangar bay layout. Hangar bay map can now be referenced in the journal screen. All exits, rooms, and important areas have their own ID signatures labeled on the map. You've downloaded the hangar schematics. There are 3 exits from the hangar bay. The Medcon field in space, route to the fuel supply lines in the cargo bay, and the entrance to the fuel depot. Now that didn't give me anything here. Oh. Okay. Yep, already done that. Okay. Already done all that. Emergency control commands. Subsystem damage inoperative. Check status emergency subsystem. Emergency lockdown procedure activated. Hangar bay sealed. Fuel depot access granted. Run diagnostic. Diagnostic running. Those subsystems have been rerouted to fuel depot terminal. It looks as if the only remaining part is the hangar control power unit. If you can find the missing conduit or replacement, you should be able to open the hangar door and escape the facility. Okay, we got 50 experience there. Drilling for XP. I don't know why we're on this drill thing, but so one thing I read and I'm curious about. So if we get rid of all of our computer spikes. Now I have no idea if this actually works. Oh, we put in one at a time. I see. Alright. Okay. Failure hangar 25 door control warning conduit remote. The door to the hangar bay where the Ebnock lies has had its power conduit surgically removed. Can't slice this terminal or make a workaround for it out of parts. Need to replace the original conduit in order to open it. Okay. I don't think we lose a spike there. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah. Okay. Replace the hangar power control conduit. Alright. Okay. Solve emergency subsystem reroute. Access to progress emergency subsystems been rerouted to fuel depot computer terminal. Connecting circuits have been burned out mining laser. Emergency lockdown overridden. Blast doors open. Okay. And then these enemies right here are already set. So I did try checking to see if we could re-roll them. They're all 50 experience. Which means they did spawn earlier. And then... let's see here. Yeah. Drill, baby, drill. Sure. Alright. What kind of container are you? Okay. Yep. Such why we did not want to level yet. And droid dash plating here. I don't even think you can actually... No, you can use that. Defense plus 6, dexterity +1. Dash is very flexible, but less sturdy metal. When combined with another metal, provides cost-effective way to protect droids. This armor uses Dash and Maranium alloy that cuts the weight and expense, but at cost to durability. So yeah, we'll give you the Dash. So that was a really, really nice loot roll, even though we didn't get loot. Okay. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are now at the point that we do need to actually do our levels here. So, because, and actually we can test this real quick. Okay. We're gonna recover this mine right here. Okay, let's see how much experience we get. 90. Alright, let's see if we do our level here. Let's see how much experience we get. Good, good, okay. I'm just trying to test. Can you guys, like, not?
More where that came from.
You're making this really awkward. Okay. 120. That's a huge difference. Okay. So we are now going to do our levels here. Computer use, demolition, security. We're going to start bumping treat injury up. I do want to get stealth and awareness up, but we got other things to do first. And I'm going to actually get stealth run so we can run in stealth. Just make stealth supremely better. And we're going to be having tons of skill points, so we'll definitely have some stealth. And I'm going to actually get force deflection, so we can deflect range attacks with a lightsaber. We can't reflect the blaster bolts back. And eventually we can just get the next level for +3 to all deflection, even with a lightsaber. So, just a really nice passive. So we'll get that. Because getting it late game, it's less impressive. Right now, it's actually going to provide a lot of benefit. And we'll get our intelligence up to 20. I know my other stats are terrible, but there's so many ways to up our stats. And intelligence is not retroactive, so... You know what? This is the strategy we've gone with. There we go. And yeah, Now we'll have all of these staying equal. Because also, let's just... Because we're getting 8 points per level. So now these are all equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll be able to start bumping up stealth and awareness. Yep. We could level them equally, or we could bump one up and get it, you know, max. Probably do that, and then put the rest into stealth. We'll see. Alright, and then as far as powers, let's finally get Dominate Mind here. Enables persuasive use of the Force. Once a Jedi has this power, extra options appear in conversations as appropriate. Dominate Mind's more powerful than Affect Mind. Very few beings can resist its effects. Power does not affect droids. So, this does cut us out of a few interactions that you can only do if you have Affect Mind and not Dominate Mind. But we are actually getting into a main area of the game where there's actually people. And really the stuff that getting Dominate Mind over Affect Mind cuts out, there's alternate, you know, options with anyway. So it's not anything we're going to miss out on cool, you know, story or events or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. We're pretty far away from the level. Quite a far distance indeed. Alright. Now I think... got some stuff in our inventory here. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead here. Let's use our stealth skills. It's Stealthin' time. Stealthin' tea? Okay, fine. Stealthin' time. There you go. That was very important to me. Oh, that makes stealth far more interesting. Yep. And we can run around, get all this sweet, sweet XP. And we don't even explode any of these mines. As you do. Don't mind me. I am nobody of importance. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the life right here. Yep, and we don't blow up any of these. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. It's a good deal of XP right there. How we doing? Still very, very far away from the level, actually. Alright, team. Come in. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Although these guys are really weak, so... Oh. Oh, look at that blaster deflect. That just upped our defense considerably. Yep.
Everyone down!
That's huge. Absolutely huge. Okay. Even though my dexterity's pretty bad, our blaster bolt deflect pretty good. Yeah, we're on difficult. Sometimes when I'm loot running, I turn it down. So, and look at that, just yet another nice upgrade there. We now have 2 of those optimized interfaces. Well, we don't need 2, but you know what? We've got to. Okay. Do you have anything for us, friend? Pal? No? You do not. Okay. Alright. Now I gotta remember what we're doing here. Okay. If we destroy this, how much experience do we get? None. That looks like that is a big old goose egg on the XPs. Alright. Reroute the main console system. I'm not sure why my computer's dinging, but okay. System rerouted, bypassing routine control functions. Access remote camera controls. Camera functions, decontamination chamber. Oh. Attempt to shut down the decontamination system. Alright. So we got 120 experience for doing that. Okay, what was my other option here? Here, slice it. Main console bypass, decontamination system access. Okay, just same thing. Okay. Attempt to shut down the decontamination system. $230. Alright. It's just that easy. That easy. Okay, that's a security check right there. That's a no experience. Okay, I'm just making sure here. So 120. Okay, we always get 230. Alright. We'll security this. Impossible. You mean it's impossible? It is quite literally impossible. I gotcha. Okay. Well. Door open. Okay, did we get any additional experience? The 80 might be from before. We're testing things live. The 80 is from before. Do we get anything here? Okay, 32012. Okay. You know what, we'll do the responsible way and just open it nicely. We can do things professionally here. We are professionals. Okay. And unfortunately, all this loot was already generated here. But we got some interesting stuff here. Okay. Hello there, chums. Alright. Credits. Yeah, I wish I could re-roll all this stuff, but alas. Ooh. Hear that? That is the hum of space age technology right there. You cannot go back there. Alright, I understand. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get past all the mines to get to these. I tried. I tried to find a way to just run past the mines. It's not really doable. Okay, environment underlay. Alright. So, some droid impact armor, which we already have. Man, that makes me sad that we're just getting a bunch of useless loot, but we got so much good loot, I can't be too upset about a little bit of useless loot. So at this point, now we go back to the workbench. We're gonna do a final workbench, like, I don't know what I'd call it, equipment check. And then we gonna be loot rolling aboard the ship. Now, I do want to call out, I was doing some research, and if you are playing the restored content mod, it sounds like you can get more experience for stopping all the guys from getting aboard your ship rather than shooting them with your cannons. I think there's an achievement for that. I'm pretty sure we already got that on my first attempt through. We don't need to worry about shooting all the guys. But because I like loot, and I'm pretty sure from what I could find on the restore, if you don't have the restored content mod, and for my playthroughs, I prefer vanilla, so everyone can benefit from them if they're trying to follow along. I basically will not get extra experience for killing them before they board, and I want the loot from boarding, so we're gonna let the stormtroopers board our ship. Then we're going to mow them all down with absolute impunity. We're getting close. We're getting back to where we were. For you guys, it's been a short amount of time, possibly. Depends on when you start watching this series. For me, it's been years. I am not kidding. Like, I've been playing this over the course of quite a few years because I have limited free time. We'll make a new save here. But why not XP? Alright. What can we build now? I feel like we're getting lots of cool stuff. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is really expensive. Yeah, repair 23 to build that. Yeah. Okay. Got lots of upgrades here. Yeah. Okay. What do we got in here? Immunity, energy, constitution, and strength. I like what we got. Yeah, this has got good things. Yep, you got some good stuff there. Oh, do we have an energy cell here? Oh, we can't have energy cells. Okay. Oh, we can put a scope on this gun here. And then really we don't need anything else upgraded right now. Yeah, take stuff off here for now. Just want to make sure we don't have a bunch of stuff on equipment that's not in use. Okay. Well, I guess I will see you folks on the flip side of the dark side. See you there. And we're back. Let's proceed, shall we? This is the loading ramp to the Ebon Hawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the mining facility for good. Yeah, let's enter the Ebon Hawk.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout.
Alright. I'm not going to shoot any of these guys. We're just gonna let them all board. Go on in. Come on in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome on in. Come on in. Everybody in. Just get on in there. Hurry on up. This train's a-leaving. Come on in. Everybody's welcome. In you go. In you go. Alright, you two. Get in there. Hustle, hustle, hustle. This train's a-leaving. Get on in there. Boy, the music's really loud right now. Everybody on board. Hurry up. Hurry up. I ain't asking twice. I still could just change my mind and shoot this thing. Everybody in. Yeah, alright. Yeah, yep. You go. Get up there.
We've got company.
Sith have boarded the ship. Prepare to repel the boarders. Alright. Well, I actually have made some saves with some good loot. So, I will pause things right here, and I'll see you folks on the flip side of the dark side. See you there? Alright. Here we go. We do need to be careful because the enemies are rather strong. Alright. I feel like... Wow. That has not even happened. Alright, this might be a little tricky. Oh, seriously, guys. That barely healed me. Yeah, this is not going well. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, I turned down the music and sound, and that really has not helped. Alright.
More where that came from.
Alright. Oh, great. There's this weird bug I keep having where now I cannot move. I'm just stuck. That's awesome. I don't know if saving and reloading fixes it. Stuck. Try it. Yeah, that did fix it. Very, very strange bug. Alright, we got nothing to see here. Nothing to see here right now. Okay. But we can't get that little bit mapped out.
What is it?
Okay, you don't have anything to say. No, we don't want to do anything with T3 right now. So we do not want to negatively impact our experience gains here. Alright. Well, we're no longer stuck, but we'll still save there. Alright, so the Barando Novice Robes, one of the reasons that I made this particular save here. Alright, team, just stand there and watch. That is A-okay. Don't worry, no need to help me. No need. I got this. One of your party's down. Party members go down in combat. Be right in battle. Party goes down. Scheme on. Well, does T3 not have any weapons? No, T3 has weapons. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm stuck again. I'm not sure why I'm having that weird glitch, but I do not like it. I do not like it one tiny bit. Alright. Could we get some heals over here? Uh-oh. I could not stifle the sneeze. No. That's true dark side right there. Behold my sneeze and despair. Abandon hope, all ye who behold the sneeze. Okay. At least we regenerate quite quickly here. Makes a difference.
Time to even the odds.
Am I stuck already?
Time to take you down to size.
Yep. I quite literally cannot move. I really... Like, that didn't happen before. I really don't know what's going on with that. Okay, we get some Durasteel heavy armor. That's pretty cool. Alright, in we go.
More where that came from.
Alright, team. Oh, we got this.
More where that came from.
Hey, I'm not stuck this time. And this is one of the other items that I wanted to use this one. So
What is it?
yeah. So we got the Barando Novice Robe, which is pretty sweet. Defense bonus 1, damage immunity 10 versus dark side, 10 versus light side, wisdom +1. Novices are those who begin their training in the Barando philosophy, learning how to empty their minds, find tranquility in any situation. The Barando are Force-sensitive members of the Kaldor race. They seek inner peace and are very patient, consulting with the Force before making decisions. Durasteel heavy armor, defense bonus 10. Battle armor production thrived on Bon Aden as the Republic recovered from the war. This model heavy Durasteel casing provides superior protection when compared to normal heavy battle armor. Arcanian blinders, defense bonus 1, damage immunity 10% versus fire, immunity stun, fear, horror. Due to their high sensitivity to infrared light, Arcanians developed IR blinders when they traveled worlds with suns that are high in such light emissions. The technology was adapted to filter out excessive amounts of any electromagnetic energies, thus preventing any ocular overload. That sounds really unpleasant. Mild Deveronian Edge. Deveronian blood poison is a gemstone that can release poison to a victim's bloodstream. Application Deveronian particles on a blade's edge can cause great pain to the weapon's victim. Okay. And we got an environment underlay, Mark 1. Alright, we'll just keep that one here. We might need a little bit of healing before we go on. Okay, you haven't leveled. We do want to level up Atten here. Alright. Let's get Atten's constitution up here. And then, well, we'll just keep bumping up what he's good at here. And he has gained the Fighting Spirit feat, which is not shown here. Okay. Yeah, we could get Atten improved toughness there. Let's see here. Yeah, I think improved toughness is probably the right play. Yeah, subtracts 10% of any damage over 20 points suffered. We'll do that. Yeah, because my goal is to keep improving Atten as a scoundrel before we turn him into a Jedi. We want to get the max sneak attack on him. Atten levels. Alright. Do a little bit of healing. Yeah, I'm barely regenerating hit points here. But our force points are regenerating pretty well. I want just a little bit more force powers here before we go charging in and getting ourselves killed. Oh, and also, yeah, this is just straight up an improvement here. So, congratulations on your new headwear. And yeah, we're not leveling up T3 because we want to get his stat bonuses.
Everyone down!
Ow.
More where that came from.
Alright, that didn't go good. That was a little bit dicey. Alright. Might be a little bit better. Still not.
More where that came from.
There we go. And I'm immediately stuck again. I don't really understand why that's happening. Share in the comments below if you've had that glitch. We get an energy baton, which I think, again, is another new item. Yeah. Energy batons are commonly employed by police forces who prefer to incapacitate targets instead of kill their targets. Okay. Yeah, we need to just chill for a moment. There is no need to get myself killed. We got plenty of time to just rest and get our health back up. Alright, come on. There we go. Should have probably... Oh. It might be something with the force deflection. It's like maybe I'm getting stuck in the animation. Okay.
More where that came from.
Alright. Onward. So if I load this, I don't think there's any loot to be had here on this guy. Alright. I'm gonna have to split things here, and I'll see you on the flip side of the dark side, because there's cutscenes coming, and it will not record them unless I change to windowed mode. So I'll see you there. Alright, here we go.
All right, let's get out of here.
Good thing you arrived now, or we would have left you, Cryo.
I have no intention of being left behind. Now, let us leave.
explosions in space.
If they hit us, we're dead, but if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Alright. Keep as much distance between them and us as you can.
I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Well, either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
Can we jump to hyperspace?
Not with all these asteroids around us. We'd enter hyperspace in pieces. We have to clear that field first. Thing is, we clear the field and they're gonna have a clear shot at us.
Just do your best to keep your distance. We'll get out of this yet.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
We don't want to get light side points by saying, no, someone might be alive in the facility. But we will say, there's got to be another way. Keep evading them until we clear the field, and we'll try to jump to hyperspace.
Hold on! This is gonna get a little rocky.
Explosions!
Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Alright. So, I'm going to split things briefly here. And we're going to go back to full screen. Also, it doesn't look like you get light side if you have him just keep evading, and it doesn't look like you get dark side for firing on the asteroids, so I was like, we'll do things a little different, because last playthrough attempt, we exploded everything. Alright, I'll see you on the flip side of the dark side. The Harbinger was on its way to Telos.
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus.
Well, looks like I didn't cover my tracks well enough.
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
Well, how come I don't remember any of this?
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds.
That is an unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
How did we get to Paragus?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Another beep out of you and you're scrap.
Maybe that droid noisemaker could make itself useful repairing the ship for once.
So why are these Sith looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
Well, the next time someone calls me a Jedi, they'll be lying in a pool of their own blood. That's gonna give us dark side. As did telling T3 we're gonna turn him into scrap.
The Sith will dare to accuse you of such. They believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
But the last of the Jedi? That can't be true.
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
I see. But those Jedi who survived, what happened to them?
Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost.
Then the Jedi are dead, gone. Good riddance.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Then how do we stop the Sith?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Well, if they're eager to fight us, I say we fight back.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
Any enemy can be fought and killed.
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
Another dark side point here. If these Sith threaten me, then they die.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
And more dark side. Only the Sith will pay the price for crossing me.
Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
She seemed well enough for someone who just lost her hand.
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
She didn't seem in pain to me.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
That's a poor assumption to be making.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
If it'll shut you up, then I'll go check on her. Alright, can we take everybody's gear off? I should have taken everybody's gear off first. So, I'm gonna go fix my mistake there. And take off everybody's gear. And then, yeah. I'll be right back. See how the flip side of the dark side again. And we're back. Okay. We need to actually do our level up. You will see very soon here, we need to do some tinkering with T3. So we need to get our computer use, demolitions, persuade, repair, security, and treat injury, all to 12. We got 2 extra points. We're just going to put them into awareness. Stealth is going to end up being our lowest skill. Alright, as far as feats go here, I want to start working on getting to weapon fighting. This is a critical tree to get. So getting to this gives us really -2, -2 to hit, which means it's actually pretty feasible to use 2 weapons. 2 weapons allows us to stack more stat bonuses, so it is just the optimal play. And then as far as powers, there is only one that we are going with right now. Knight Valor. Increase our attributes by 3 points, and +3 to saves, and immunity to poison. Alright. Feeling pretty good about that. We'll talk to
Look,
Adam here.
not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
Seemed well enough for someone who just lost her hand.
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
She didn't seem in pain to me.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
It'd be nice if you respected me by looking at me when you talk to me, but okay. I don't want to get light side points by saying I want to go help. When did you get so
Don't
sensitive?
give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
If he'll shut you up, I'll go check on her.
Look,
I'm sure she can take care of herself.
I think she was barely keeping it together.
What are you talking
Are you
about?
blind? I think she's just...
It's a poor assumption to be making.
In case you hadn't noticed, what you think...
Alright. I'll go check on her. So yeah, I don't want to gain light side points, so we gotta be careful here. Astrogation system's currently locked down. That is quite alright. We do have a security system here. Hey, Atten. There's me. Okay, we hear T3 moving around. Well, there's Krail. Alright. Yep, get our ship mapped out here. I don't want to actually place any parts in the HK unit. This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than one you encounter in progress. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Diagnose the droid. Looks as if the droid's missing 4 critical components. Its droid processor, replacement droid chassis, control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Nope. We're not going to put anything in there. If we don't put anything in there, we can actually get HK sooner. At least that's my understanding. Alright, rebuild HK-47 bonus mission. Damage HK unit on the Ebonok. Requires droid processor, droid chassis, control cluster, and vocabulator. Bring them to the droid and install them. That should make it operational again. And we've been out of touch with galactic events since the Mandalorian Wars. We should try to discover what has happened in the galaxy since your exile. Perhaps Krail will know more once you've escaped Pragus. Alright. May not leave while in transit. Probably a good thing. Don't want to jettison myself out into space. I do not think that would work well for me. I do not think it would work well for anyone. It would probably be a little messy. Alright, we're just trying to do a little bit of mapping here as we go. I don't need to use that workbench right now. Got our engine room there. We'll talk to T3 momentarily. Okay, we got a storage bay here. Alright. I think we're just about done exploring the Ebon Hawk here. Yep. There we go. And Kreia can sit there and think about things till I'm ready to talk to her. Alright. So, this is the big one. The big one. So, I have super, ultra, mega secret to show, but first we gotta go through some conversation with T3. Alright. How'd you get here, T3? Oh, hold on. I gotta get my notes. Got to get my notes. Nope, that's not the page I need. Alright. Were you on the Ebon Hawk with Kreia? Uh-huh. But, where did the Ebon Hawk come from? Well, you're hiding something from me, little guy. Uh-huh. T3. Oh, he is super sus right now. If you don't know, then just say so. Uh-huh. If you don't know, then say so, but don't start seizing up on me. You're deliberately avoiding answering. Why? That does it. I'm gonna rip out your module and get some real answers here. Now, you might think that gives you loss of influence, but it actually gains us a little bit of influence. Does give us some dark side points here. Alright, I want to try to operate on your behavior core one more time. Now, we are going to get some light side points, but we need to do it to get influence. So, it's a worthy trade. I want to make sure you're alright. Just let me check, alright? Alright, well, I'm finished. Are you alright? Why was this so important?
T3, there's not much time. Now, I've seen her start to turn as we near the end, but there's still a chance to save her. Now, if I fail, I need you to do whatever you can to protect her. Now, I'm convinced that whatever the Jedi Council did, there's still some humanity left in her. There has to be. Do what you can, T3. And if I don't make it back, then I need you to go find help. Other Jedi, the Republic, anyone you think can help. If you don't, we may lose her and the galaxy.
Uh-huh. Friend of yours, T3? What do you mean, once? So, this is going to give us some light side points, but again, influence of T3. This would give us dark side, but lose influence. We don't want to say leave him buried. Now, that long ago, sorry to hear it. Well, I don't understand why you're concealing that from me. Don't hide anything like that from me again. I don't care what your programming tells you. that, who was the person the hologram was talking about? So, this is the help you came in search of? You came in search of me? But why me? I was powerless. Defenseless. You needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. Someone who knew the war, the battle, and could make the hard choices that had to be made. Again, we'll get some light side points, but some influence with T3. I'm honored, T3. I'll do what I can to stop this threat. Well, that message doesn't really tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from. But, why don't you have that information, bud? Deleted? By who? You deleted it? Why? No, that's impossible. You deleted it, you don't know why, and all you can show me is this old hologram as an explanation. I don't buy it. And again, some more light side points and influence. Alright, don't be sorry. Maybe you had a good reason or just trying to protect someone. Alright. And now we'll be going. So as much as I hate gaining some light side there, it does max out T3. T3 to the marks. We haven't even gotten to my super secret yet. So, we are going to operate on T3's computer. This is super important. You must do it with the exact conversation options. There doesn't seem to be much wiggle room. Now, this first choice is less important. I might be able to upgrade your memory card. So, either of these options is fine for the first choice. Alright, let me take a look. Yeah, that should up your processor speed. Alright, T3 gained +1 intelligence. Well, what do you mean I faded out there for a second? You were shut down. Alright, now this is critical to the super ultra duper secret. Mind if I try to upgrade your memory core again? You must select the second option. Alright? This is very important. Shut down for a while. This will be over in a second. All done. How do you feel? Alright, T3 gained +1 intelligence. Blaze, look, what are you talking about? Alright. Now, normally, that was the last upgrade. We just got another one. It gave us a third computer upgrade, which is what you're supposed to get. And this one is now a 21 computer check. I'd like to upgrade your core again. Now, I happen to have incredible skills right now. And again, this is really, really important. We need to select the first option, and only the first option. Let me tackle some of the higher functions. And this is also incredibly important. We have to select the first option, and only the first option. All done. How do you feel? We got a different text. Due to your computer skills, T3 gained an additional +1 intelligence and wisdom. But there's actually something special to that. Now, we also got some hidden dialogue. This doesn't seem to be a glitch. This seems legit. Like, this is a conversation path that is not very obvious. So, it's strange. The more I let myself work on your core, it was like I was calming myself. Now, let me show you the most interesting part. The intelligence and wisdom applies to us. Now, I don't know what's going on with that. But this was a whole new conversation path. And this is the outcome. That's the only way you can get that super ultra secret. You have to do it that way. No other way will work. Now that we have this, I can go ahead and talk to T3 again. You look like you're in need of some routine maintenance. Well, just sit still. This won't take long. That should make you a little tougher. Alright, T3 gained +1 Constitution. I was working on you the whole time. There's nothing wrong. Ready for some more routine maintenance? Let me just pry open that front panel and get to work. Alright, all done with the response package. Go ahead and give it a spin. Alright, T3's response systems have improved, giving him +1 dex. Well, I need to concentrate on you, which means shutting out the rest of the ship. Alright, before I do these last ones, I'm going to give myself Night Valor here. Maybe some advanced maintenance is in order. Lock your motivators and unlock the side panel. Don't be such a remote, be tough. Wait, hold on. Did my Night Valor not kick in? Alright. Alright, here we go. No, you won't be able to fly, but jets on a T3 unit would only make you look like a mutated swoop bike. Alright. T3 became tougher and faster, +1 dex, +1 con. As long as you're fixed, don't worry about me suddenly blanking out. Alright, and then we have the final one. Do you mind if I try working on you one last time? I keep feeling like there's something I'm missing. Alright. Be still. Calm yourself. +1 wisdom, recovered part of my connection to the Force, learning moving meditation to calm the mind. It's like I was meditating while working on you. If T3 is wounded and you're both not in combat, speak to him to meditate and recover some of your Force points. Alright, no, I'm fine, really. Just let me ask you some questions. I want to practice my moving meditation I learned on you. Alright, I'll wait till you're damaged then, try to fix you. Alright. Ton of experience right there. And we're now up to 16 wisdom, 21 intelligence, and we're pretty close to level 10. Entering into Pragus. That's pretty darn good. That is exactly where we want to be. Alright, so now we need to go and have a conversation with Kreia. Alright. So, this is Cray. Alright.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
Well, when you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
So, now we have some dark side options here. We can get a bunch of dark side points, then consider the pain a lesson.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
Then teach me how to Dougie. Can you teach me? Can you teach me how to Dougie? But teach me really to shut out your pain. Next time, it could be even worse.
I do not know if it is possible, and I fear that had the pain been more intense, the consequences would have been more extreme.
Really? More extreme? I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Are you saying my life is tied to yours?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
This link is a threat to me, and an inconvenience. We need to sever it now. Then this is dark side points.
If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
I have never heard of a link like this before in holocrons or in the Jedi histories.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses the Force power in yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Can you tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
What happened after the war?
As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Didn't the Jedi Order try to stop them?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
How were Malak and the Sith defeated then?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
But what happened to Revan?
No one knows. Certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins. Revan is gone, and the blade of war she promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
Revan turned against Malak for the sake of the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
More dark side. Malak and Revan should have crushed the Republic.
Perhaps. It is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested.
The Republic won. That's the only truth.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
The Republic has avoided its fate too long. Let him burn. This is dark side.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Well, because I'm the last Jedi?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
There were other questions I wish to ask you.
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me about the Mandalorian Wars.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But only some Jedi Knights answered the call, like I did.
Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And Revan and Malak refused to wait.
2 Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
And Even in that final battle, we almost lost the war.
Yet Revan triumphed. But you know this, for you were there at Malachor 5, when the Mandalorians were crushed beneath Revan's might.
Malachor 5 is in the past. Let it stay there, forgotten.
You asked what had happened, and I am telling you. The past sent echoes into the future, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
But some battles must be fought. It was not Revan's failing.
Did Revan fail? Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Didn't the Jedi Order try to stop them?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
The Republic is weak. They couldn't have beaten Malak.
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Did the Jedi recapture Revan?
No one knows. Certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins. Revan is gone, and the blade of war she promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So, Revan saved the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
There are other questions I wish to ask you.
Ask.
Can you tell me what has happened since the Jedi Civil Wars?
Much has
since the
happened in the
Mandalorian
galaxy in
Wars?
your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me about the Mandalorian
It is a tale
Wars.
you already know well. Their predations continue.
Okay. But the Jedi Council didn't help. Only a few of the Jedi Knights did.
Indeed. The Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And Revan and Malak refused to wait.
2 Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi. Revan's
we've
entrance
heard
into
that.
the conflict.
Until we destroyed them at Malachor 5.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Many Jedi died at Malachor 5, and then the conflict split the Jedi Order.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
I felt them fall. The war had consumed them.
Consumed them? No. Taught them. Defined them, yes. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
There are other questions I wish to ask you.
Ask, and I will answer.
Tell me about the
They're
Mandalorian Wars. But the Jedi didn't help. Malak and Revan
Two
refused to wait. Till he destroyed them. Many
You
Jedi
speak the
died.
truth. Many believe, and so
And if I could, I would have followed them.
If you had followed them, then you would have learned the lesson of a follower. Perhaps it was fortunate you did not. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
There are other questions. So what do we even do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Is there any place where we can retreat to?
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Where are we bound again?
The planet Telos, decimated by the Sith during the Jedi Civil War. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And if we find no trace of Jedi teachings on Telos to help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
There are other questions I wish to ask of you.
And I will answer.
I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
The Sith were once Jedi?
Yes. The Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
Are they following Malak's path?
In a manner of speaking. They are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
Well, the Sith on Paragus knew some Force techniques, but they were extremely weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
There are other questions I wish to ask.
Ask, and I will answer.
When we were on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
It was like a whisper at the edge of hearing.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
If they were responsible, they had no right.
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
But to cut one off from the Force, it's like losing all your senses at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
If the Jedi were not already gone and dead, I would end their lives for doing this to me. For dark side points.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
I will honor whatever training you wish to give me.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
Now we can get some influence of Kreia and some dark side. If your training brings me power, then I will listen.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence.
This is a lot to take in at once. I need time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
We don't want to say he has a name, or that would give us light side. He's not a fool, but he does feel odd to me.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Alright. And we completed our quest for galactic history. After speaking of Kreia, you learned what happened to your old allies, Malik and Revan, in the time between the Mandalorian and Jedi Civil Wars. Didn't get any experience for that, but we got some influence.
If I were you, I would see to that fool in the cockpit. I would not want him attempting to veer from our destination.
Aden isn't so bad, just, well, maybe he is.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next. If I were you...
I'll crack his skull into the bulkhead if he tries.
Watch that one.
Okay.
If I were you... Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Alright. So, we'll save it over there. And now we can go talk to Aten. Hey, Aten.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Well, I'm gonna say she's pretty cryptic, as always.
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Bazak table.
Ah, but Aten, to know the future, one must know yourself.
What was that, some kind of joke?
That's what I'm talking about. Jedi talk.
You two should start your own little Jedi Academy.
But to teach, one must be willing to learn.
All right, cut it out. I get it. Last Jedi in the galaxy, I get the comedian who runs around in his underwear. Not that I'm complaining. Most Jedi wouldn't know a joke if it crawled up their lightsabers.
Our passenger, for example.
Well, she's been through a lot, especially considering her age.
You got a point. How old do you think she is, anyway? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Good looking? You that desperate?
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
Just cut the chatter and stick to piloting.
You call this piloting? This is nothing. If Paragus had any place other than Telos in its astrogation charts, trust me, that's where we'd be headed.
Well, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright, I'll do that.
So, what happened?
To what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
A Jedi's not defined by their weapon.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
Double-bladed.
Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you?
Actually, both the blade and crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
It was Viridian, one the Jedi Order had never seen before.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
I think having it would just drive them to hunt me harder.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright.
Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the episode here, folks. And next time, I will have us ready to go in Telos. So, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!